like a light machine.
No, yeah, it's like a saw. It's
150 rounds.
It's like an MG,
drum
like
man.
240. Like you're just, it's insane. And I remember, like my dad, I just got the game and I've been playing it for a second, and he walks in during that. He's like, "Oh, I want to watch you play it for a little bit," and I was like, "You want to come back in like 30 minutes, like next mission or something?" They even asked. There's a disclaimer at the beginning. Remember where they were like, "Just so you know, there's this mission where you gotta like just slaughter people. Do you want to skip that?"
Does it prompt you up right before it starts, or is it like in the beginning of the game?
I think it's when you start the game.
It'd be funny if like right before that mission, it's like, "Hey, just so you know, like
this level's
if you've taken mushrooms in the last like hour and a half, you're not gonna want to play this
just
mission."
So you know, the level we put in to get in the news is coming up. So if you don't want to see that, then don't play it.
Just a link to like a BuzzFeed article about it.
Dude, they literally did that for like 3 or 4 games in a row because when the first one came out, there was that scene where the nuke goes off and the helicopter crashes, and that was a big big thing. Where they were like, "Oh my God, all those people in that town were just killed."
They were like, "Wait for."
And you were like,
mission
"You ain't
8.
seen nothing yet." What if you have to systematically murder people in a building? That's crazy. In the next one, it's going to be like the Israel-Hamas conflict, and you have to like murder a bunch of fucking like civilians.
Probably.
They have to just keep upping the ante because no one gives a shit anymore.
No. Just trying to have just don't bring double jump back and we'll all be happy.
Modern Warfare 4 fired a jihad missile into a hospital.
But thank God there was no wall running. That shit's fucking
as long as I can't slide
off.
Cancel, I'll fucking lose my mind.
I just watched a video. You know that in Modern Warfare, or it was Advanced Warfare with the wall running and shit? You remember that gun they had where you could point it at the wall and then you could point to the left of it and the fucking thing would explode?
Bend over.
Remember that? You could like set the distance for the grenade. So then it would blow up next to them.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
No.
You never played that one?
Don't remember that.
Yeah, you would like, so if I was hiding behind cover, you would like get the distance of the wall and then you would point it a little bit to the side and it would like blow up next to me. And apparently it's a real thing where we spent like $300 million trying to replace the M16 in the military because it was just old and we've been using it forever. And so like all these defense contractors just started making like space weaponry and like future guns and shit. And like, you remember that Future Weapons show?
Yeah.
Half of the guns in that show were from this program. And none of them got used. Like literally, I think at the end of it, we just were like, "Oh, the M16's fine.
M16 rips.
It's the best. It's just it's the pinnacle." Like I think we are just now replacing it with like an AR thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be badass.
The X8 or whatever, XM8, something like that.
Yeah, we're giving all our soldiers aimbot.
Well,
which
dude,
is sick.
No, if that all worked, that would have been sick. But so what they wanted to do was take that thing. You should look up a picture of it. It's fucking crazy. It basically looks like the gun from Starship Troopers. Look up airburst rifle experimental. But it was like
that's what we really want though. At the end of the day, is we want space guns. Like,
for sure.
And then I want them to trickle down to us.
Dude, for sure. I think I honestly think they designed some of these to look futuristic for the sake of it.
They got LEDs in them.
Literally, like, it is shit like that.
You can change the color of the barrel.
So that's
with
the
LED
real one.
Remote. Whoa, what is that?
That's the actual one that we end up using, because originally the one we were trying to do was like a machine gun grenade launcher hybrid.
Wow.
Where part of it was that, and then the other part was just like an M16 basically, and it turned out it was like way too expensive, and I think like, the way you switch in between the gun and the grenade is just a tiny little switch, and there's no indicator on like the screen or anything.
Wow, yeah.
So he's like, imagine if you're trying to do like a warning shot and you just shoot an airburst grenade at somebody that fucking explodes them.
Whoops.
So like
the way you switch, you got to turn it around and point it at the barrel at your head, and then flip it around real
Yes.
quick. That's the switching mechanism.
Yeah. So is that it also weighed twice as much as the M16. I think it weighed like 40 pounds or something like that. Stupid. And if it runs out of batteries, you can't even use the grenades. So it's just a really heavy M16 at that point.
Damn.
If you can't get fucking batteries. And so yeah, we basically spent $300 million to realize that our gun was fine to begin with, which was really cool and fun. America. But then we decided the grenade part was cool, and they're like, make that its own thing.
Grenade
That's
parts
sick.
are always cool.
The bullet.
We almost switched to this one gun the Germans use, but it was like identical to the M16, but it looks cooler. It looks
It's got
futuristic.
a sweet name.
Yeah, and they were like, why would we spend whatever much to get basically the M16 that looks neat and uses different ammo for no reason? Also, fuck Germans, so
Yeah, for
put that on record.
Yeah, no cap.
Mm-hmm. Look, you start one world war, you make a mistake. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
You know, you win some, you lose some. Bad take.
All's
you know?
well that ends
Yeah,
well.
you did a dice roll. You made some bad dealings. You got into some
You
defense
doubled
pacts that you didn't
down.
want to, enforce. But you do 2 world wars.
Two's too many.
Two's too many.
Two's one too many.
That's a trend. It's at least an indicator. You do it a
Totally.
third time, Germany, you're not a country
Yeah,
anymore. I'm
no.
sorry. You just can't be trusted with your own military. I hate to say it. You know, we still let them build tanks. They should send tanks to Ukraine.
Mhm.
What are we doing? We've done this before. It didn't work.
Take away their tank privileges.
Yeah, honestly, they're gonna run out of coal soon, and then what? We have a bunch of fucking German tanks again
Yeah.
coming at us.
Dude,
This thing's
thanks.
fucked us up.
And they
No.
love reggae music.
Do they?
Weird. Yeah.
That's
They
hilarious.
fucking rip reggae.
I actually love
It's
that.
ridiculous.
That's actually awesome because they have no business
No,
being
that
into
is
Zero
reggae.
business. You're nowhere near a fucking beach, dude.
So awesome.
They're all just super big Jar Jar Binks fans too.
Yeah.
Coincidentally.
they defend him with a passion.
We fucking
I got really into calypso music recently, which is like
yeah.
Banana Boat type music.
Sure.
Mhm.
You know, like Deo, they like come and it's that kind
Dude,
of
is
music.
that song only a Halloween? That song
Because
specifically.
it's in Beetlejuice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Beetlejuice made that song a because that played at the Halloween party I went
Did
to.
it?
Today.
That's
Yeah, and I
hilarious.
was literally in there thinking, I'm like, this isn't Halloweenish at
No.
all. It's purely just.
It's a Beetlejuice reference.
Yeah.
That's like all it is. Everyone who saw Beetlejuice can be like, oh, it's this song.
That's crazy for the people that made that song. That they like,
Yeah.
they didn't realize.
Harry
they were making,
Belafonte, bro.
Like, that's crazy. You know who it is.
Bro, he's got some bangers. One of them, Farewell Jamaica. Also, shake, 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 senora, shake it all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh,
That's also
yeah.
him. So he has some
Really?
fucking bangers, dude.
He's
Calypso
that
music goes
diverse?
hard, bro.
Jesus.
It's so good. And, dude, the stories are hilarious. Like, they have one about the mayor of this town changed the laws so this girl could wear short shorts because her shorts are too short. And the name of it is, like, change the law. And, like, the mayor was like, it's fine. Like, let her go. It's cool. We're changing the books. Like, that's cool. Like, it's fucking
Wait,
crazy.
what? They
This is
actually
all
changed
about
it?
the-
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's the name of it. That's the story in this. I don't know if it actually happened, but the story in the song is this hot ass bitch was wearing some hot pants, and the mayor saw that, or the police guy was like harassing her,
Yeah.
and then the mayor came up and he's like, "Leave her alone. It's fine.
Hey,
We're
virgin."
changing the law."
That's crazy.
It's insane. There's that one. There's another one where a bunch of kids are making fun of this ugly guy, and then the mom comes out and goes, "Hey, that's your dad," and they go, "No, our dad's ugly."
This
That's
is
a real
all
Star Wars
Calypso.
twist.
Dude, it's so awesome. It's so funny.
Calypso.
One of them, this guy lost a watch at a train station, and some chick shoved it up her pussy, and they can't find it. They imply it, obviously, because this is a song from the 50s. But they're
Mhm.
like, we can't find it. We just keep hearing tick, tick, tick. Oh, where's it at? Like, where is it? It's in her pussy.
That'd be nice if
dude.
it was like an Apple Watch. You FaceTime it. I definitely would call that in the night when I'm lonely. Just hear the hum.
Mm.
Like, hello? Oh, it's dark in here.
Shit, it's dark.
Where am I? Oh, that's great. Dude, how worthless is Siri? Speaking of
Fucking
Apple shit.
worthless, dude.
Almost like 90% of the time I ask her to do something, she can't do it.
I think she's playing dumb, like a real woman.
I do too. It's even stuff that's on the iPhone. It's stuff like, hey,
Mhm.
can you turn on my ringer? It's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, what can you do? What, like, literally, what do you do?
Call my mom. No.
Or like, yeah,
Fucking dumb.
you can ask it to ask ChatGPT. Have you done that?
No, it
You go, hey
doesn't.
Siri, ask ChatGPT this, and she'll go ask it and come back and like tell you what
She's
it's
just a secretary, dude.
Literally, it's like the middleman.
Why would? Yeah, it's crazy. Why wouldn't they just give her ChatGPT?
It's so crazy. She'll be like 1 second asking, and then she'll come back and be like, ChatGPT said this. I edited mine so when I said, hey Google, it would like activate. Or you could say, hey Siri, hey Google, and she would go and get Google for you.
Nice.
She would get mad though. She'd go, I'm not that one. And I go, hey Siri, hey Google. And she's like, okay, 1 second. Like,
She would.
She'd
She
clap
she was
back.
Yeah,
obstinate?
literally. Like she would be, it takes me 2 times to like get her to do it.
That's crazy.
first time,
You gotta
she's like-
ask twice.
She's like, I'm a different one. Or she's like, I think you're thinking of Google or something.
Thinking of me?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I
You
know,
have to ask
bro.
Twice.
You give me back talk, honestly. Worthless, dude. She doesn't do
Yeah.
anything.
I'm real mean to my girlfriend's Alexa. Fucking shouted it all the time.
At least she does stuff. You know,
Well, like,
like you
half
can
the
ask her
time.
questions.
She changes the lights.
No, I
Yeah.
have to be like, Alexa, turn the lights off. No response. It's like, sorry,
But not e-
disconnected.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I just
no, that
shout.
drives me up the wall for
Yeah.
sure.
You dumb fucking.
It's one thing to not hear me, but to hear me and then be like,
Mhm.
sorry.
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 I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
All I do is talk. That's
Mhm.
like all she does. Like I literally don't know. Or so you can ask it how to hide a dead body as a meme in 8th grade.
Mm.
That is
You know,
fun.
if you ask her, she'll give you dumpster locations. You remember that?
Asking all sorts of stuff.
I just remember when it came out, people were like, you know, you can ask it where to hide a dead body, and it gives you
It
the
tells
location
you
of
for
like
real.
lakes and stuff.
It's like on your side. It's like an
Yeah.
accomplice.
It'll try to bail you out. We thought that was ChatGPT. There's real AI in here. It's like Jarvis. Guys, we have Jarvis.
Everyone
now.
just wants Jarvis.
That's true.
At the end of the day, we all just want a Jarvis that can run around and talk British to us or whatever.
Truly. Yeah, is there a voice for Alexa that makes her sound like Jarvis?
There's gotta be. Someone's gotta have made that mod.
If not, that's big
There's
bucks.
big money
We
in
can get
that.
into that for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about recently, like, a lot of, like, weird niche things that, like, we could get into to start selling stuff.
What kind of like Shark Tank things? Or
Mostly AI-related stuff. That,
what
like,
kind of AI stuff? I mean, if it's super genius, we'll take it out of the episode. But what kind of AI stuff are you thinking?
Well, so some of them, like, you could have, like, just general image things. But I was thinking there's some things that, like, you can't generate with the AI image thing, where it just doesn't know what it is. Like, it just doesn't have any concept of that.
Yeah.
You know, if it's something like tailgating or something like that.
If
it
I was like
wouldn't know what
me, balls out on like the tip of a mountain, it would know what my balls looked like. So it like wouldn't really be
it
able
would
to,
replace them with just some anybody's balls.
Yeah, I'd be like, those aren't my fucking balls.
I would know my balls anywhere. That's not my fucking
Those aren't
balls.
half the size of my balls.
Delete.
Delete.
Delete the app.
Generative expand.
But I
Generative expand those balls.
got a generative expand right here. Damn, I actually, now that you say that, I really want to generative expand on my dick.
You should. See what happens.
See what happens. Dude, there's so many you could have it be a tentacle. There's so many opportunities, bro. That's awesome. But honestly, that's kind of
There's a pit of hungry alligators in the background of the picture.
It could be anything, dude. That'd be great. Elephant trunk.
Yeah.
But seahorse tail. So we
Curls back.
I did
Just
think,
roasting over a campfire.
dude, it's
Rotisserie style.
a rotisserie dick. But basically, I was just thinking if you made because there's already AI porn generators that just do general, like, you just type in, like, blonde hair,
Big ass.
bending over, wearing this, on a
Selena
boat.
Gomez.
You can fucking, they already have
Tied
those.
up.
But they don't have, like, niche ass, like, very specific
Yeah.
fetish shit for people who are, like, who can barely even find actual porn of this anyway. Like, there's just nobody even makes it. Like, it's just so obscure. Like, people wearing,
Like head to toe in peanut butter.
yes,
Mhm.
yeah, like that kind of shit.
Trying to look for
like
that.
people who wear nerd, like those doctor shoe cover things.
Yeah.
Like people who are into that,
What?
like stuff like that. That's just
Like
so
some
specific.
Scrubs, like,
It's-
but not just scrubs, like shoe scrubs.
Yeah, it's like shoe covers for like people whose toenails are popping off and shit,
Mhm.
like stuff like that.
Crazy.
But like,
Head to toe in latex.
Yeah, if
I
you
guess
could
it's
make-
covered.
if you could make some sort of like AI fetish thing like that, I think people would pay a lot of money for that, especially if they can't find it anyway, and now they can infinitely generate their own. I think they would pay a subscription fee for that.
What would we
for
call
sure.
it?
What?
Kink AI. What would we call it? Slut AI.
Dude,
Or
for sure. Yeah, dude, honestly.
Kink AI.
There's got to be some kind of like acronym or something, or some kind of alliteration. But I just think that is like, if you could figure that out, and like, because like the way you would do it, there's a thing you can training an AI takes forever. Like if you want to train an actual, like your own model on like
Mm-hmm.
telling cats and dogs apart, or it takes fucking forever. But you can do this thing called textual inversion, where you give it like 30 examples of the
Mhm.
thing that you want, of a new concept,
Sure.
and it just runs through them like 10,000
Just
times.
does like a Rocky montage.
Literally, pretty much. And it can kind of like figure out, okay, so these are the elements that mean this, and like, so if we could do that with enough stuff, you could definitely do it. And I think you can make a lot of money. People spent over $1 billion on OnlyFans last year. So people are willing to pay for like porn shit on the internet.
That's crazy, dude.
Pay a lot of money. $1 billion that's a huge, just OnlyFans, not like online, or not like paid actresses or whatever in general, like the whole industry, like specifically OnlyFans. So if you could have some kind of shit like that, I think. But then you get into like ethical concerns with like,
If
like-
it can create anything.
well, like some of that face swap stuff, you're like, that's a little dicey.
It's a little
Yeah.
dicey.
That's a little dicey. And especially with some of that in-paint stuff, it's a little dicey, where you can like paint over people's clothes and be like, remove, and shit like that, where it's like,
That is crazy.
that's ethically like,
Michael
what is
Jackson would
that?
just
It's
have
not their
power.
body. So it's like,
Those aren't his balls.
right. It's like, that isn't you. It's like the equivalent of me cutting your face out and like taping it to a picture frame. Like,
Are they going and robbing a bank with that or whatever?
no, I'm talking about more about porn, not like framing somebody.
Oh,
For,
okay. You meant just like,
yeah, I mean, I
it's
guess.
like that.
No,
That's
true.
Beckett. And you're like,
True.
it's
I could
bloody
take CCTV footage and like put my face on it. Yeah, I could do that.
like, Beckett, I saw you on the news. You looked super fucking bad.
So yeah, you could do that.
Very
I was thinking more about,
disheveled.
like, AI generating fake porn of people and then
Okay.
ruining their lives with it, which. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, ethically, like, do we want people to have this power? Like,
I
that's
mean-
what I meant about the internet. Like, how if you don't know how computers work, you maybe shouldn't have the internet. I don't know if everybody is like responsible enough to have all of the abilities that come with the internet, or like,
for sure not.
because that's the whole thing with like, that's one of the doomsday scenarios that people envision with like technology, where maybe it gets so ubiquitous that like really powerful technology gets into the hands of dumbasses, and somebody could 3D print a virus that like destroys all of humanity, like shit. Like if we got to the point where we could
Like
bio,
flying car shit, where they're like,
that's a great,
it's
yeah.
no flying cars because like you guys, even if you can get there,
We
like
did
with,
one 9/11. One happens.
every fucking dumbass will be
Yeah.
flying into something.
Or if
People
you run out of gas, you just slow down.
Yeah.
If you run out of gas in the fucking sky, you
Just
plummet
crash.
to the earth through my living room.
fall.
Yeah, there'd have to be like designated fly
It
areas.
has to be like
that
a
wouldn't-
drone where you just slowly come down in the middle of like a soccer game in
Mhm.
a park.
Or parachutes.
Everyone's like,
Come out the
dickhead,
top."
asshole.
This guy can't read a fucking
Charge your
gauge.
fucking car.
Honestly, the only way I could see it happening is if they were like AI controlled. If they weren't,
Yeah.
like it was self-driving.
Yeah, like a drone where
Yes.
it's like, it's not letting you fly in a certain zone.
Right.
In a zone.
And if you
like,
did have one, you'd have to have like a pilot's license to like.
if you get
drive your
lost,
own.
it just drives you back to your parents' house.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't have to worry about it. Like if it would know it was running out of gas and shit like that,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to worry about the fucking gauge.
But still, just like I feel like,
Still.
yeah.
Dude, people can't drive cars. We've had those for decades.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Dude, imagine getting roadhead though in the sky. Would be pretty fucking
Damn, Skyhead.
skyhead. Yeah, no
Damn.
roads here.
Damn, head in the
Where
clouds,
we're going,
bro.
we don't
Head in the
need
clouds,
roads.
bro.
Head in the clouds, literally.
That's
Yeah, it's
dope.
like fucking Aladdin, dude.
Oh, that's our next album.
Yeah, that'd
Head
be
in the
so
clouds, and
nice.
it's just us getting dome on like flying motorcycles.
All of us just
From a sidecar?
high-fiving.
Bro,
Just-
getting dome on a motorcycle from a sidecar? Is that even possible? Could
You mean
that be
she's in the
done?
sidecar?
She's in the
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Could you do
That could
That's
work.
probably
yeah.
why they invented the sidecar. That's probably the
I
sole
think
reason.
you're right. It's the blowjob potential.
He's like cruising on his bike. He's like, "Dude, I'd kill for some dome right now.
If only there was like an extra seat
See,
directly
you
next to
can
me.
sit right here.
Bro, how great is a dog in a sidecar?
Hilarious.
Just,
Great.
just in
With
general.
the dog goggles.
As a concept. Yes, of course. Or like the Amelia Earhart headgear.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta
That
get
shit
the
rips.
goggles.
Where's she at?
Who?
You ever
Amelia?
find her?
He was like in the
Dude.
ocean.
Yeah. I
He was
thought-
in Atlantis.
How did they not find her? It's a
I
straight
thought
line.
They fucking
Follow the steps.
Yeah, just follow the route. Like she just went like that. She
I
zigzagging.
thought she just crashed, and they like
Well, they never-
found the plane, right?
Did they?
Or something like that? I don't fucking know.
She's chilling.
I
in
think they
Thailand
might
or
have just
something.
I'm gonna look
recently
up
found the.
where the hell
plane.
is Amelia?
Where in the world is Amelia Earhart? Hey, did they ever end up finding Carmen Sandiego?
No, dude.
They ever figure out where that dumb broad is?
She was hiding under that big ass hat.
They used to call it broad abroad.
Brought up. Thank you.
I'll be here for the next 30 minutes.
That's good. Should do that at the next open mic.
I get up. That's the only joke. Carmen Sandiego, more like a broad abroad. All right, guys, take care. Tip your
Yeah,
waitress.
Get
That
home
rules.
safe. Yeah, no, they kind of just fucking said she's like somewhere in the Pacific. Just like,
Allegedly,
yeah,
she definitely landed that bitch on an island.
she's
Vibing.
in Canada.
Wrong move, not putting rafts on the not taking one of those airboat or the
Yeah,
airboats,
seaplane.
seaplane, yeah, airboat, seaplane.
I mean, kind of. It's kind of the same thing.
Kinda.
Airboat, seaplane.
Airboat's a big fan on the back. Of the,
Oh yeah,
he
you're
took
right.
one of those out for a transcontinental
She might have made.
voyage.
She might have made it if she took that.
She would have for sure.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. Has anyone ever taken one of those on the ocean?
That's way more impressive than a plane.
Truly, yeah.
I don't give a plane's fucking easy. The scary part's the ocean. You're going
Dude,
right over the scary
ocean
part.
is so scary.
The most scary thing.
That might be one of my only legitimate fears. Is like the
Just waking up and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm 70 miles off the coast of anywhere.
yes, you can't see land, like just the deep
Mm.
sea. Like
So you
there's
just
something-
swim down, give up.
Yeah,
So-
I probably would.
Yeah, he's gotta try to touch the bottom one last time.
Mhm.
I always bring an
Fucking touch the
emergency
bottom.
little dive toy. One of those little like
Throw a torpedo.
hard rubber torpedoes. Yeah.
You got me to go touch a drain and then you can't tag me. Bro, how great were those games? Sharks
So
and
fun.
Minnows?
So fun.
Dude, the torpedo alone was so fun.
That might have been the best pool
It was-
toy.
Easy. Yeah.
It was so cool. You could just
You could sling it at people. It's like
throw it
darts.
hard
at
as
people.
hell.
you get jabbed inside with a
It's like
rubber
that little
torp-
knee mallet that they give you when you get a physical.
As a reflex.
Just
Dude, bolting one of those big ones into somebody's spine was such a move. Oh, that's crazy. I love those. You ever get one of those kids who's got like a bucket of those tiny ones and they're numbered and their
Yeah.
dad just throws them all in the fucking
Go
water
find
like
them.
have fun. It's like the water version of 52 card pickup.
Yeah, dude. My dad would sit. We go to the community pool as a kid. My dad would sit in the shallow end and just chuck it in, like, throwing that thing all the way across. Like, there was people in the pool, too. They were
Just whipping it.
yeah, dude.
Gathering things isn't a game.
No.
To all parents everywhere,
Are they just playing
collecting items is not a game.
Just playing underwater golden retriever for like an hour.
Fetch.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like-
Easter egg hunts,
Yeah.
fake. Torpedo gathering, fake. 52 card pickup. Kerplunk. Actually,
Fake.
I like
I don't know
Kerplunk.
what kerplunk is.
You
You ever played that?
That
No.
sounds awful.
It's that game with so it was like a cup had a bunch of marbles in it, and there were sticks underneath the marbles, and you had
Oh,
to
I did
pull
play that. That's
sticks
a
out.
good game. Good game.
Love that game. Love Kerplunk, dude.
What was
I
the?
didn't know it was called kerplunk.
Start with a J. You could throw it. You had to pick. Fuck.
Jacks?
Cut this.
Jacks?
No. Yes.
Pick up jacks, dude.
Yeah.
We were fucking in the 20s.
Fucking at my
You gotta
grandparents'
stick and
house, that's
hoop.
all I
You
had.
gotta
You had some
Yes.
wooden crutches.
you got hoop and stick, bro. That was a great
You had
game.
wooden
You ever see?
crutches and the black lung.
You ever see the hoop and
Yeah.
stick, dude? That's
Kids
I don't.
just
I think
running
toys
around.
peaked at that point.
Oh yeah, the slinky.
Yeah.
Oh, great toy. Great toy, the Slinky.
The little magnet balls that like clack together. Like a zzz.
Oh yeah, yeah. The neodymium magnets. Those things
Yeah.
are sick. My dad used to yell at me to keep those things away from his fucking phone and his cards.
Hey, just run
Go
them
right
across
behind
someone's
the
computer.
fucking movie.
Just wipe his fucking drive. Oh, were you using this? Just blue screen.
Goodbye.
Dad,
forever.
This brand new TV we bought. Bam.
Look at the cool colors it makes. It just goes blank. It is sick. You ever done that? You ever held a?
No.
You're not. I mean, it really fucks it up. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to, but you can see like the plasma like goes, and like it gets all warped.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
You take
Yeah.
that to like
Y'all,
the
like,
Best Buy.
Break.
Mhm.
Yeah. What was the biggest thing y'all broke as a kid that got you most in trouble?
Oh damn. That's a good question, dude.
I shot like a window with a BB gun.
Damn,
Just
that's
like one
dope.
of your neighbors.
Just like it was like across the nature preserve. I got like my grandpa got me like a kick-ass BB. Actually, no, it was
Red
it
Rider.
was my friend's BB gun. I was with his little brother and him, and he like went to go like get ammo for it, and there was some ammo still in it, and I was like, dude, wouldn't it be crazy if you shot that window across the fucking?
You were
preserve?
aiming for it. It wasn't even a miss.
I was like, dude, dare me to do that? And he was like,
Just hit some old lady in the living room.
well, then like a couple months later, we were like walking, and like the dude whose house it was like, because we had like our airsoft guns or something. He's like, did you kids shoot my window a couple months ago? We were like, no, sir, these are
No.
only airsoft. But there are some kids in the neighborhood we think might have. And, like,
That's
they-
a great move. Because that, of course, you're gonna say no, but
Yeah.
you're giving up another person.
Yeah.
That's a big misdirect. Love
Probably
that.
it's just North Korea, dude.
Quick
You gotta have a
thinking.
name, or else you're gonna get
True.
fucking
True.
disappeared.
Was he brandishing anything? Was he holding a weapon?
Nah, I think he was like dusting or something. He was in his garage. I don't remember.
Fuck that dude.
He was just shouting from the shadows of his garage.
Yeah, dusting your
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah, psycho.
It's like sweeping the
No.
lawn. What are you, a fucking moron?
Shattered. I exploded my dad's back windshield of his car one time with a baseball. We were
Yo.
throwing it.
Yo.
We were playing catch like in the, like, I guess like the garage area, and then like for whatever reason, so his car is parked here, and he's catching to the right of the car. He's getting mad at me because I'm not throwing hard enough. He's like, throw harder. I just fucking.
Is that hard
launched
enough?
Yeah, shattered, exploded the whole thing.
Got his wish.
Yeah.
Careful what you
Yeah.
wish for.
Self-inflicted on his part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did
Suck
he,
it,
did he say
Chad.
that? And he goes, did he go, now that's hard enough?
You go fucking goddamn.
Yeah, you got pissed.
It would have
Told
been
me
cool
a
if he
few
was like
words.
okay with it, because he's like, now that's the kind of speed I want.
Fuck yeah.
I want
go
you to
break
do it that
another
hard every
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Now picture that's the kid's face.
Did you break any shit?
I know. I was trying to think. I really. I mean, I didn't really break this. Maybe from playing it too much. But my original Xbox caught on fire.
What?
It like literally, like me and my dad were playing Battlefield 2, and not even Bad Company. Battlefield 2. Like this was like before they
Yeah.
got cool. It's like just Call of Duty clone, and we were just playing like a fucking map, and I saw like a flickering light on the back of the Xbox
vents?
was in. It was like sitting in like a
Mm-hmm.
thing that slides into the TV, and I could see like reflection off the back of that thing that it was like flickering light or something,
Whoa.
and I saw like smoke coming out, and I was like, "Oh, Dad, I think the Xbox is on fire." We started like
Holy
smelling
fuck.
smoke and shit. That's why the red ring of death just bricks it,
Uh-huh.
because if it didn't brick it, your thing would catch on fire.
Oh wow.
They learned their lesson with the fucking
The
original?
Xbox,
I
yeah.
survived the red ring.
Me
Never
too.
got it.
I never
Me
had
too.
Red Ring.
I had the Elite though. I had the cool black one.
Yeah.
The
that was hard as
the
fuck.
slim.
I had
Yeah,
the
because I was a
poor-
Sigma.
I-
No, it wasn't the Slim. It was before. So there was an Elite that had the 120 gig hard drive that was
Yeah.
black.
It's massive,
Yeah,
right? It was like- it
yeah.
was- It was
It
kinda-
actually,
know.
I don't know. Remember,
It was
it
the
might have been
same
bigger.
size,
It actually, but yeah, it was just black, and it had the. When the Slim
Mhm.
came out, that was the
I had the
glossy one.
Xbox glossy slim.
That was the one where it's got that touch button.
Yeah, the button was just ding. It's so nice, dude.
That soft.
That's my
touch.
intro, and I never had an Xbox before that.
Dude, if you had a cat though, that thing was a menace.
I bet.
Brushes up against that. Fucking exit
Turn
out of
it
your
on.
20-hour
so
Skyrim run.
satisfying, the little eject button.
Yeah, your
Same
mid
deal.
Alduin fight, it just fucking
Oh.
shuts
Dude,
off.
don't get me talking about Skyrim.
Little
I'm so
Skyrim.
fucking excited to go back.
Yeah, you've been grinding Skyrim.
Bro, so what do you do on your runs? What do
Well,
you
right now, well, actually, like I didn't realize I was doing a DLC for like 45 minutes. Cranked one out. Forgot which one it is.
Was it the gangs? Have you done the gang war yet? That's new.
No.
They added a gang war
No way.
quest. It's the gold people
But-
and the black people. Not even joking.
Whoa.
Whoa, Skyrim.
But no, I'm doing the obviously a fucking Stormcloak.
Stormcloak.
Raiding the Imperials, getting rid of the Empire
Interesting.
right now.
What was your Skyrim? What was your loadout? Or who are you?
It's the class that starts with an R. It's like not a Nord, but red.
A red guard.
Red guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah,
the
Red
the
Guard.
black people race. Really. I
Mhm.
mean, that was like that's.
It's
yeah.
super
The
sick.
Red Guards?
Yeah, they're like the African. There's like they're all different like nations. Like the Bretons
Mhm.
are like French, and then like the Imperials are British, or I mean Italian, I think.
Yeah.
What
They're
are
like
they
Well, what
called?
should I
Khajiit?
do?
Khajiit, what are they?
Asian. I'm joking. I'm joking.
What should I do next? Because I don't want to do like the main like Dragonborn.
What
quest.
two-handed big sword?
Yeah, fuck that. Isn't there some fun shit?
Dude, my
to the left. Of the map?
my favorite class ever by far is the Nightblade, where you're like you just sneak around, but you don't. None of that bow and arrow bullshit. Everybody does the
Mhm.
fucking sneak archer because it's like the best class in the game because you
Yeah.
one shot everybody with the
So
fucking
fun.
sneak attack.
So
It's
fun.
stupid. So what you do instead is you do sneak still, but then you spec only into illusion, and then there's that one spell that makes people attack each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you can clear entire rooms by having everybody kill each other with you never even like firing a shot. Like you just are this puppet master in the shadows where you hit one guy, the strongest looking guy with that like fury spell or whatever, and you just start
Mhm.
fucking slashing people, and then that wears off, or they kill him and you hit somebody else, and they never find you, and then you hit calm on the last guy and you slit his throat, and then you're fucking on your way, dude. It's
Hmm.
it's very
That's pretty
fun.
sweet.
What was your
Very fun.
favorite quest? I guess what I'm asking, what quest line should I do next? 'Cause
You ever
there's a
you ever done all
ton.
the Daedric artifacts? That's a fun
No,
thing.
that one pretty fun.
That's fun because you,
Hmm.
you not only are they just cool quests, you get these badass.
You get the
equipment.
armor.
Yeah, you
and
get
all
that
that.
like
Do you, have to
dagger.
get do you have to get the dragon hearts to do that, or how do you?
You just kind of find them around.
Oh, they're
There's
just
always some
around?
weird guy, like some priest or something, who's like doing something.
It's always up to something.
Yeah.
They're always hanging out like in a weird corner.
Yeah. Yeah. They're always just slinking around, or they're at some
Totally.
temple or shrine or something, or like. Yeah. There's a bunch for the. You get like 3 on the Thieves Guild quest. You get the skeleton key, which
So
sick as fuck.
goated.
That thing was the best.
The
I
goated
never,
key.
I never finished the quest line because you have to give that thing back, and I'm like, I'm keeping that shit,
Keeping
you
that.
idiots. But then you
Gave
get
me
that
the
dagger.
ultimate key.
There's that dagger that has like a chance to instant kill people. That's insane. Like, you can one hit dragons with that. It's fucking crazy. You got to get the Wabbajack. Remember the Wabbajack?
No.
That staff where it does a random thing every time you hit somebody. It like can turn them into a bunny or like turn them into a dragon or like, it just does something crazy.
Dude, I missed out. There's so much shit in Skyrim I just never did. I feel like-
Infinite shit, dude.
Yeah, there's some like that is truly the best. Skyrim is the best game. Do you think it's the best game ever?
It's top 3.
Yeah,
It's top 3
It's
for me.
definitely- yeah.
Best RPG.
Yeah,
It's-
easy best RPG.
you can
Because
just
every
do
other game
so
just seems like a
much.
worse version of Sky. Like even new games, I'm like, Skyrim's better than this.
What are your
Like,
top 3 games?
Skyrim,
Nice.
Spider-Man.
Which one? The
PS4.
PS4 one? Nice.
Yeah, I would. I want a PS2 so fucking bad, or
Fuck yeah.
PS5 or whatever, so bad.
Love that.
Spider-Man and probably Arkham City maybe.
Good pick.
Yeah.
No, that's a good pick. I do fuck with Arkham.
Or Call of Duty,
Mhm.
Black Ops maybe in there somewhere.
Fuck
Black
yeah.
Ops 2 maybe.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay,
Assassin's Creed
strong
3 was
pick.
so
Trying to
good.
think.
I don't know if I picked 3, but
What?
strong
It's
pick.
the what?
Better than that's the best Assassin's Creed.
I would say.
Black Flag's the best Assassin's Creed.
All right.
The pirate one is the best.
I do like a
3
good
was a trial run.
sea
for 4.
shanty.
What?
The good sea
The sea
shanty.
shanties, the
Fun.
ship combat. Is
It's
sick.
fun
You have 2
firing.
swords.
Mhm.
You have
Yeah.
8 guns on you.
It's cool.
You
Open
are-
world.
But
You
the
go to these
hatchet, dude?
islands.
The hatchet.
The hatchet was sick.
You
Got
can
the
call the
trees.
fucking owl.
The trees were cool, but they had the trees in Black
Weren't you like
Flag.
chilling with like Ben Franklin in
What?
in
You can
Assassin's
chill
Creed
out with
3?
all the bros.
Historically, that one's really cool because you get to
Yeah.
you're like in the Revolutionary War. That one is sick. But like
Catch
gameplay
Thomas
wise,
Jefferson,
Black
like,
Flag is like
jerk.
the best.
Yeah.
Because they have all the cool shit from 3 in that one, plus all the
Mhm.
extra stuff. Because the rope dart was sick, where you
Rope
could like
darts,
hang
yeah.
people. That thing was awesome.
That was super cool.
Yeah, all that stuff was sick.
Maybe. So yeah.
And 2 was
that-
probably the best.
Skate 3 was pretty fun.
Ooh,
like that.
Okay,
Skate 3 is great.
Ooh,
Pretty good.
okay.
Um.
Love Skate.
Hmm. Well, I mean, fucking
Skyrim.
Yeah, there's just so many options. I guess.
I
Just
like Halo
cop out.
3's up
Yeah, I
there
was about to
too.
cop out and do
Yeah,
fucking.
that's not a
No, that's
cop
a
out.
good
Halo
pick.
3 is probably the best Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
We talked about that last week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. What do you
I'm
think?
trying to think.
What do you got?
I'm Skyrim in terms of sheer amount of hours, and I guess if we're also doing hours, then Total War, Warhammer.
Mm-hmm. Is that fun?
I have an embarrassing amount, like 1,500 hours. Like an embarrassing amount. And then Portal 2 is I will replay that game a million times. It's just so good. It's so good.
That is
Portal
a super
2
satisfying like mechanic. Is that like the
Yeah, and the writing, it's like the funniest, like genuinely funniest game I've played. Where it's like it's just funny. And Stephen Merchant's in it. He's like the main voice or whatever. But just the whole atmosphere and the ambiance and the humor and like
got
the
some good
portals.
bits?
Yeah, it is just genuinely like I'll just be laughing to like it is just an actually funny game. And then the portals are sick. Like that as a mechanic is dope. And the puzzles are fun, and like I don't know,
Doesn't
it's
it
just
get
badass.
kind of scary at the end? I remember as a kid playing like. At
Yes.
The end
Well,
of
okay.
Portal.
So the first one was way scarier, I thought, because
Mhm.
you don't really know what's going on yet. You just wake up in this facility, and then in the test, you can see these rooms that have this glass that's kind of like foggy, where you can only kind of see what's going on. And you just see empty chairs and empty desks, and like you go to rooms that like are just projectors that are still on, and like there's just nobody here. Like it's just this weird like it looks like people just left in a hurry, and the only person talking to you is this disembodied robot voice. And as it goes on, it's like revealed like what happened to everybody
What happened?
in the facility. So she went crazy.
Is she like the voice?
Yeah, GLaDOS is like the only because your character doesn't talk. You only get talked at by this voice, and it's guiding you through all the tests and like walking you through everything. And then as it goes on, I don't know how you get on it, but it starts mentioning how like they gave it a chip or something. Oh yeah. They told it to like clean the facility or something, and it thought the best way to do that was to like flood it with neurotoxin. And so it just like killed everybody. Because I think the guy who started the whole science facility, his wife was dying, so they put her brain in the robot, and so it's like her personality.
So his wife was just a fucking idiot.
Killed everybody, and then I think they put some chip on her that stopped her from flooding everything with neurotoxin. And then you do this mission.
That's a good patch.
You do a level where you throw something in a fire, and she's like, I don't even know what that did. And she goes, oh, I do know what that did. It's the thing that stopped me from flooding the entire facility with neurotoxin. And so like stuff starts coming out of the walls and shit. And then you find out later.
Are you a person or you're like a robot?
You are a person.
Oh,
and
wow.
you find out later that like she has this itch where she has to be testing all the time, which is why she kept you alive, was because she needed one person left to run tests on and have them do these tests, because like she's designed for progress, and if she's not constantly doing these tests, she gets this like itch. Because Stephen Merchant is this like shitty little robot like underling guy who you install as like the overarching AI thing, like instead of GLaDOS or whatever. And he turns evil with all this power and shit, and he realizes he has to like test to like get this itch done or whatever. And
Wow.
you gotta team up with GLaDOS, take him down. It's crazy. You shoot a portal on the moon, and then you shoot one on the Earth, and it fucking sucks him into space. Spoilers, but
Spoilers, clearly.
yeah, spoilers for a game that came out in what 2008,
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
But if you haven't played it, also Bomb Co-op, some of the best co-op
Hmm.
for a puzzle game. It's sick as fuck.
You ever play Wii Tanks? I remember that little
I
John?
can't say that I have.
What? Yeah, dude. On the original, did that come with the
Yeah,
fucking
like game.
Wii?
It was like when you got the Wii, it was like it was on like a game. It came with like Wii Sports in this game. Wii, whatever it was called. Search up Wii, whatever that was called.
Wii Tanks? Oh, it was like the party one, right? There was like was there like
there was
billiards
like a
on there?
hand. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was like a
cool.
handful of weird games.
Yeah, it was like the bar game pack or something. Or like
Yeah, they literally was just. I don't remember what that was called, but
I think I do. And
Wii Play.
I
yeah,
remember that
yeah.
game actually pissed me off because the
Yeah,
motion
with the
controls.
orange text.
Didn't you have to motion control the tank nozzle? Like, didn't you like lean it? to,
No, I
like,
think I
aim
used
it?
a nunchuck.
Oh, okay. I think if you didn't have it, you had to use.
Ooh, that would suck.
Which blows. That used to.
The
kill-
nunchuck was sweet. I
My
forgot
friend
about.
only had one nunchuck.
Oh yeah, and you were never getting it.
No, of course not.
Your P2.
Of course, dude.
P2's got to use the motion control.
Did
The
that
2008
terrible
Wii controller
ping pong
motion.
one?
Dude, yeah, pre-motion plus. Remember that thing? You had to stick in the bottom.
No.
You never remember
What?
that?
No, what was that?
Like midway through the life cycle, they were like, "Oh, the motion controls suck. Here's this like thing. This like I don't even know. It like plugged into where the nunchuck went in,
yeah.
and it was just this little brick that made the motion more accurate.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And yeah, I mean, it was sick. It was pretty cool. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, it was kind of like that big.
Yeah, it
right?
was like a little brick. It just made the
Oh,
thing look
yeah.
longer. And it was, like,
Everyone that had
extra.
the sick Wii's with like the custom like
Yeah,
gel
yeah,
controllers.
the rubber grips
Yeah.
on them. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them having that.
Yeah, because it came with them actually.
Mhm.
So we didn't have those before.
Yeah, I didn't
We
have
had them
them.
after we got them.
You just had like the clear plastic
I just had the
sleeve.
Yeah,
broke
they
ass
were
clear ones.
Mine
Which
were
got
clear.
so dirty.
Yeah, so it was like definitely
Oh, the
brown.
grime.
Yeah.
No good.
Gross.
Do you guys ever have an action replay for your
Yeah.
DS?
No, bro.
Dude, action replay was such a
It was
fucking
so
life
fun.
hack.
My parents would never have
think
bought
it-
me like a cheating.
I got it for my
Yeah.
birthday. I got it from a friend who had one
That's
for my
sick.
birthday.
That's a
yeah.
good way to get it.
Yeah.
Parents who bought their kids modded controllers are
Pieces
bad
of
people.
shit.
Bad,
They're
yeah.
bad people. Like you bought your kid something you know is. I mean, maybe you didn't know. If you didn't know, whatever. But if you bought it, like
He's just gonna cheat and like
Yeah, I mean,
run
it-
up the
it-
score on like 40-year-olds.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like buying
it
a half
definitely
inflated
ruined
football.
my fucking work ethic. Once I got the action replay through Diamond, I'm God.
Like
Just
I
cut
think
through
I'll
walls.
run through all the trees. I think I'll run directly to the Elite Four.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that.
It's just
Hey, I think I'll set it so every time I go in the tall grass, it's Gyarados.
Yeah.
That was sick.
That is.
I did get it on when you got the emulators on the iPhone.
oh
The
yeah.
Mm.
action replay codes still worked. And
Wow.
You could use them all on that, and that's how I got to use them, where you could do all kinds of crazy shit.
Just had like 4,000 Master Balls.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
That was always my first thing.
Mhm.
I try to I try to get 100 Master Balls.
I just get infinite money and then just
Yeah.
go to the store and just pig out.
That's
Fuck.
good. That's a good.
Absolutely
Infinite money
pig.
is a
Get a ton
good.
of super potions, dude.
Get
Yeah.
infinite money is a good.
couldn't you, like-
vision board thing?
Couldn't you hatch eggs faster if you bought something? Like, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I forget. Or,
I
don't know.
never
I didn't
got
play
into the
Pokemon
All the
to
pussy
sit on
Pokemon
eggs.
I
players.
never all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't grow berries. I never
yeah.
bred anything. I never.
I
did
never
the-
entered the
the
beauty contest.
Fuck those. Anybody who does extra shit besides battling in the Pokemon games, play a different game. There's already games that do all those things better.
Animal
Yeah.
Crossing's calling.
Dude, literally, yes. Literally, it was a gateway drug to Animal Crossing. People played that, and they're like, man, I wish there was a game without all this battling.
I
in
wish
it.
I could fish.
There's way too much fighting.
The cool
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
Dude, Animal Crossing drives me up the wall.
Yeah.
I wish I
That game
got it. I
pisses
wish
me
I
off.
liked it.
Really?
I feel like like a piece of me is like missing that I don't like it. I don't get it. I
don't get it.
genuinely
Do you fuck with like Stardew Valley?
no.
Yeah.
No, I tried. All of these games people like highly recommended, and I just never got into it. I was like, this
Feel
is
like-
so.
But all these
boring.
games want me to get in the caves and mine. I just don't want to mine.
Yeah.
We've progressed.
And
past-
crafting?
Yeah.
I'm so sick of
I'm
crafting.
fucking
wanna
sick and
craft
tired of
anything.
goddamn
I'm
crafting.
tired of it.
I want it delivered to my house within
Yeah.
3 days.
If I get in another game and there's a fucking or I have to gather sticks
Mm.
and stone, I'm sick of it. I'm
If we
done.
go get
Minecraft,
yeah.
fine. Rust, whatever.
They did that. They did it good.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
can't really top it.
Every game's got a fucking crafting. I think there's a Call of Duty out now that has a fucking crafting system in it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
Makes me sick.
You do have to do like a bunch of like bullshit, like collect like 7 USB cards to like open a door in DMZ. It's
They're
fucking
just giving you
stupid.
jobs.
Yeah, dude.
Remember when games
Cut
weren't
me a
job?
fucking check.
Some of these games feel like you're clocking in. Like
Yeah.
you gotta, I gotta go put in the hours to get the battle pass.
I think you can do that on 2K. You can like work as like I
A
don't know.
custodian.
You can do like
Clean up the
delivery or some shit.
stadium.
I don't know. You can
You
do
can-
like in
you can
things.
wash the team's
just
clothes.
scraping gum off the bottom of like bleacher seats.
You're like you gotta wash the team's laundry. You're like Josh in that one episode of Drake and Josh.
Oh, dude, Drake and Josh. What are like the best the greatest whatever era you'd call that, like early 2000s.
Like that, like I call
Like Drake and Josh is probably the top of
Top
whatever
three.
whatever that is, whatever you call.
yeah,
whatever I'm
I would.
talking
I mean, I
about.
call them. I call it the
Nickelodeon?
Schneiderverse.
The
It's all Dan
Schneiderverse?
Schneider shows. Yeah,
Yeah, that guy's a creep.
he's the weirdest dude. I hate that guy. And you
It's
see
weird. All
fucking-
this is coming out of that weird dude's mind. Like so many of our like childhoods, we were like watching like
dude.
just this weird.
I think
fucking
about this
dudes.
all the time in terms of like, think of how many weird like things happened all the time in cartoons that we didn't think of as weird, but then you go back and you're watching, and you're like, that kind of seems like a fetish thing. That kind of like close-ups of people's feet,
Mhm.
people inflating, people getting tied up, people like stuff like that is like yeah, it's innocuous on the surface,
in like
but like,
in like Nickelodeon cartoons
Uh-huh.
or just like old fat like all
well,
cartoons?
specifically Nickelodeon. Well, I mean, kind of all old, that era of cartoon, some of the Disney XD stuff, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mostly Nickelodeon. But there's like a lot of like
Zeke and
Totally
Luther.
Spies had a lot of weird kinky shit in it.
Mhm.
They're wearing all this latex and like getting tied up and stuff. And like there's literally a scene where these guys take off their belts and they go like, "Oh shit," and then they turn them into nunchucks, and they're like, "Oh, okay." But
Oh, I
this
thought he was
shit-
gonna fuck us.
literally, or like hit us with the belts. But yeah, there's just a lot of shit like that like I've gotten older, and then I've seen that those are actually fetishes that people are into.
And there's those guys who are like confirmed weird guys, like
Yeah. Well, and I wonder that like if there's a
Weird
certain
boys.
age that you're at where if you see something, you like it just triggers something in your brain that you just associate that with like sex, like somebody like people getting tied up or something. Where like almost like you don't know enough about sex at this moment.
yeah, so like that's kind of hot.
Right. You just know there's
Well, it's, like,
something
all
about that
fetishes,
that's
right?
like
isn't
kind of.
that, like most fetishes are kind of like just like some weird thing you see.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like-
I wonder if there's just a time period where you just see something at that age where you don't have enough knowledge about sex to know what sex is, but there's something about that that's sort of.
Like when that girl got covered in slime, I
Yeah.
kind of liked it.
Yes. Literally that kind of shit. And so I wonder how much of that was like weird fucking pedos like coding shit into their fucking cartoons to get people to be fetish.
Yeah, like when the animators put the butt in Lion King, you know, they put like.
or it
the-
said sex, yeah, in the.
Well, there's that, but then like the Simba's nose or whatever, it looks like a lady with a big ass.
I didn't see that.
Pull that up.
Have you
Pull
seen on the
up-
Little Mermaid?
Pull up Lion King cover, hidden ass.
Hidden ass. And also look up Little Mermaid cover priest boner. Have you seen that? The dude on the cover, it looks like he's got a little boner. He's got like a little like line on his dick.
Yeah, see that? Tell me that's not a hot ass.
Damn, you're right. That's why
Is
this
that why-
generation
Point it to the-
loves
point it to the
ass.
Is that why
camera.
I love busty women? It's because of this.
Dude, my dad had a good idea. We should screen record your computer, and then we can put that screen up on the podcast in post.
A screen
but-
record mine.
I mean, at this point, it's too late. But just
That
in the
is-
future,
That is a good idea for the future.
just as a way to like throw it up real quick.
Yeah.
Or we don't, you know.
What do you think we just did, dude? You
well,
don't
I
like the
know if
turnaround
that's
and
like a,
you don't like the turnaround and show it
no,
method.
I love that. You're right.
Dude, tell your dad that. Tell
You're
your dad
right.
we're doing the turnaround and show it
Yeah,
method.
Fuck that. We're doing the turnaround.
Tell your dad to fucking quit his job and check out this Lion King ass we're looking at
No.
in my attic.
Dude, I'll make
Wait,
this shit
but
go iPad.
Look up Little Mermaid priest boner.
No.
And then-
Put that in your search history.
Please look it up, dude.
Look up hidden boner
It's
on
time you
cover.
started producing this fucking podcast, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look up the boner thing.
Little Mermaid hidden boner.
And then look up the rescuer's naked lady flyby after.
Go to Rescuers Down Under Rule 34.
Ooh, yeah, he's chubbed up.
Look at that.
They had a cut in our erection?
Yeah, there's a new cover now where he doesn't do that. He doesn't have a boner.
Show me this man's penis.
You can
If I worked for Disney,
Survey says.
if
show
I was
me.
an animator for Disney, I would refuse.
You what, to draw a boner?
They were like, "Hey, you gotta go back to Little Mermaid and like cut out the boner." I'd be like, "I did it," and then never do it.
They got his fucking balls on there.
Wait,
See that? It all zoomed in.
Wait,
His
what?
fucking
That's
balls.
just the podium. But it is that guy. Is it not coming up? The thing I'm
No.
talking
It's this bottom one. Is the
Well, yeah.
that's
but-
his
about?
that's
Wait, let
the
me see.
I mean, I don't see
or
no
is that
shaft.
that's his feet. That's his feet.
Yeah.
I think this
Priest
is
boner.
a fucking fake lead.
No,
bro.
no. Wait,
trying to
am
find
I
this
getting
man's
Mandela
penis.
affected right
you just
now?
got dude. It's Barnstein Bards or whatever.
The-
It's Barnstein Barnes.
I was watching something the other day, and they said Berenstein in the thing, and it's Berenstain. We're being gaslit.
Or is it Bernstein?
It's
Oh,
always
Christ,
been
it's right
Berenstein.
there.
They're gaslighting us. Yeah, there it is. Top one. Look.
This one?
Yeah, can you zoom in?
What do you? I don't see a
I
dong.
don't see a penis. Hold on.
I've seen a penis, and that's not a
I've
penis.
seen a penis or two in my day. Oh, okay. Here it is.
That's just the back of his
Oh, I think
cloak.
they edited it. Wait. Yeah, here it is. Took me 2 seconds. Look. He's
Oh yeah, he is
chubbed up.
chubbed up.
He's chubbed.
Damn, they got rid of that.
He's full bulge.
Dude, see, that's crazy. That's life now for us.
Yeah.
We're gonna be having to like hearsay and be like, oh no, you're looking at the pre
No, they're
Pope
gaslighting
dick
us.
removal.
They're literally
cut.
gaslighting us.
Dude, how do I
They're,
get
they're
safe
saying we're
search off?
misremembering
Get
things.
this safe search shit off.
And they're trying to.
Get outta
Oh,
here.
that's probably why it wasn't coming.
If you want to produce this podcast, you have to use DuckDuckGo from now on.
I honestly
They'll
think
show you
Berenstein
the
thing
they'll
is
show you the
a
aerial.
psyop.
Oh yeah, no, it's right here. Yep.
The
I
Berenstein
think I
thing you
just
think
had
is fake?
I do.
The Home Depot or Home Depot?
I think I was watching The Simpsons and they said Berenstein. Like,
I trust The Simpsons
I've
for
always
all
said
my info
Berenstein.
about like universal building blocks.
I agree. I totally agree.
Because they get a lot of shit right, you know.
Dude, it's great. I've been rewatching them all,
Oh, that's great.
and I'm kind of in the seasons where it's
What
crossing
are your
over.
best? What favorite Simpsons episodes you have?
Damn.
Or favorite? I really like any Christmas episode
I
of The
love
Simpsons.
the Treehouse of Horrors
Obviously,
so much.
yeah.
Mainly because when I was a kid, it felt like I was getting like three extra episodes because I would
Yeah.
record it every week, and so I was like, oh shit, like we're getting 3 this week, even though they're like 5 minutes each.
Yeah.
But I fucking love those.
There was a lot of content all at once, a lot
And
of
they're
different
7 minutes.
stories.
Yeah, and it was like, and also that's how I got my like education on like old movies and like, because everything was a reference. It
Yeah,
was all-
cartoons are so like fun, like so massive in how I like learned about shit.
Yes, 100%. I think about that all the time. We're like, so much of the stuff I learned was just to get jokes or to understand jokes and shows and stuff.
Or like yeah, or
Or to
I
get
learned about the
references.
primary text, and I was like, oh, that's like Jimmy Neutron said that thing about that. Like,
Yes, yeah, exactly. Or like I'd watch it and I'd be like, hey, what is this referencing to like my parents? And they'd be like, oh, like that's Donnie Brasco or whatever. And then I go and watch that and I'd be like, oh, I get it now. I can laugh at these jokes. I'm included.
Go back and be like, oh, Mom and Dad, that actually was a hilarious show. I got the joke 2 weeks
I
later.
did get to that point where I would be referencing shows that are from their childhood, but they're like, what do you even like? How do you even know? Like, this isn't even a reference for you. Because The Simpsons had like some obscure like there's this one they always bring up. It's about this nun who could fly around and like solve people's problems. It was a British show, and I think it ran for like a single season. And they have like 2 different jokes about it in like 3 different seasons, or 2 different seasons, which is crazy.
Joking about this lady's show.
Yeah, this flying nun show.
Super Nanny?
I think it was Super Nun.
Oh, Super Nun. She's a nun.
Yeah, and I think she would like. I really don't know why. She could just fly for some reason, and like she would fly around solving problems.
It's the power of Christ, dude.
I probably. Hey, I think if Christ let you fly, people would be believing.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Look at her go. Is it the white one?
She's got little like airplane wings on her hat.
Mm-hmm. And then one of the bits is she like blows away, and she goes, "Stop looking at my skirt." That's her.
The Flying Nun. Is what
Yeah.
that show's called.
Yes,
That's
dude.
creative.
Little hidden gem that.
I love The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. I've been binging it, dude. It's so good. There's so much. Like, I love the one where he climbs Mount Everest after he gets really into eating these apple bars.
Yeah, the little protein thing.
Yeah, and he has to climb Mount Everest. And my favorite scene is Marge goes, "Hasn't anybody considered that my husband knows nothing about mountain climbing and that all of this is insane?" Like, she's the only one who like gets that this is crazy. That
Marge,
like
yeah.
a random guy would like come. She has some good lines.
Marge just gets like shit on for like. Do you feel like I feel bad for her
I
in the
do
early,
too.
really all the seasons, but like in
she
the
has
early
some
ones.
sleeper hit. Like 2 of my 3 favorite quotes are her. Like one of them is also like they're talking about copyright or like people stealing ideas, I think. And this guy goes on this big speech in the courthouse about how cartoonists like how it's so hard to think of ideas and like coming up with new things. And he's like, because if we didn't take ideas, like we'd be getting ideas from like this lady. he's like, come up with a cartoon, and she goes, how about Ghost Mutt? Like just the way she says it, like just fucking kills me. Fucking Ghost Mutt. I do want to watch that though. I do want to watch Ghost Mutt.
Yeah,
She's
I'd
right.
watch that. I bet it's like a great show.
I
if
bet
they
it's
made it.
fantastic. If he's solving crimes and stuff, I'd watch that.
Any Mr. Burns episode too, I fuck with heavy.
That was Conan O'Brien's favorite character.
I love. That's my favorite. Yeah,
Because he
Mr.
could
Burns is the
reference really
best.
old shit, and he could have crazy plots because he has infinite budget.
Yeah,
do
Mr.
insane
Burns
stuff.
is always my favorite.
He's
Easily.
great.
Release the hounds.
Always doing the finger pyramid. Love that. Excellent.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Dude, remember that whole... Well, I mean, I guess you don't remember, but there was that Who Shot Mr. Burns thing.
I remember.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there.
It was like a big thing where that was like the first like everyone was like going to the water cooler like, who shot Mr. Burns? And
It was Maggie.
Spoiler alert.
How long did they just drag that out over 1 week or whatever?
I
or-
think it was in between seasons. They ended a season,
Oh wow.
and then the next one you like found out. And it's funny because they keep like referencing it in like later seasons where they're like Mr. Burns gets shot again, and they're all like, "Who did it?" And they're like, "No, we already did that." Like,
Yeah.
stop. It's funny.
They did every. I mean, like other shows have joked about it, but like
Yeah.
The Simpsons really has done every like.
The South Park
Yeah.
episode, yeah.
Isn't that what it's called? It's like Simpsons did it or something.
The Simpsons did it. Every time they do anything, someone's like, "Simpsons did it," because I think it was actually happening with them. When they kept
Yeah.
doing stuff, and people were like, "Simpsons already did this." I'll hear jokes now and other stuff that like are Simpsons jokes. Like, fuck, we were just watching one last night, and it was a British show, and fuck, it was like something about like some law or something where he was like, oh god damn it, I really can't remember. Where he was like, oh, manslaughter's okay, but like, fuck, I don't remember. Whatever.
They
It was
just like literally they just ripping off the.
yeah, it was like
same-
it was literally the exact same joke. Damn. I don't remember.
I mean,
Mhm.
The Simpsons is like the fucking the textbook for like like comedy writing.
It's
a
really
little bit, like-
insane the quality. Like you go back and watch it, and it's
and
like,
it fell off drastically for sure. Like it's
Yeah,
not
the
anymore.
New season's all right at all.
but they're even like that's the thing though is like even the new ones they're not great because people remember the old ones, but they're still funny. Like
I haven't
it's
seen
never
a new one
not
in like
it,
a long time.
The Simpsons has never not been funny, even in its worst episodes, which is like a testament to how good it is. But like even nowadays, like you can go watch it. Like I'll chuckle. It's just not good.
Chuckle.
Like I'll give it a.
I guess like
chortle?
the early Simpsons, I felt like like it was more of like the universe was like what I liked about it. Like even more than just like the strict like the jokes. It's like the town and like all the people in the town all felt so
Yeah.
like fleshed out.
And like the types of jokes, like the way, like the humor changed a lot. Like they did a lot more random bullshit in the old ones, like stuff like he's like talking to Marge and Homer's talking to Marge in their bed, and Marge is like, yeah, you know, like Lenny was saying that like you're not even that smart, and he was like, Lenny, next time I see him, I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head. And they just cut, and like Lenny's like talking to Carl, and he just comes up and punches him in the back of the head. Like, that's the whole scene.
That's a great bit though.
Yeah, it's great. And
That's
it
like
had-
some shit Family Guy would copy, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
and like the whole episode wasn't him and Lenny. Like it was just this little one-off
Yeah.
fucking thing.
If I see him, I'll punch him in the back of the head.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Or like they pull this fucking the side of this house down, and like Lenny's in there like at this table eating like a can of beans, and he goes, "Don't tell anyone how I live."
Yeah,
That's
I've
the
seen that.
whole-
Yeah. Dude,
Shit
I
like
like
that.
I like the babysitter episode. Did you watch that one of The Simpsons? I think it's like season
Yes,
one.
that's one of my favorites.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
A
one.
lot of the season one animation is like burned in my head too. Like
yes, totally.
we had like I think we had season 1, 2, and 3 on DVD.
the monorail might be my favorite
Yeah,
episode.
that's like a lot of that's like in the
That's a
top
big one.
tens. Of,
That
yeah,
one, Mr. Plow, and
the
all those,
song
yeah.
and everything.
Mhm.
Marge
Monorail.
is the only one pipes up in that one in that episode too.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
it
like
was.
the only. I think her and Lisa maybe or whatever.
And I remember they say there was a big jump the shark moment with that one, where at the end, fucking Leonard Nimoy like materializes away, and there was
Mhm.
like a big debate apparently whether or not they should do that because they're like, we've never done like otherworldly like mystical shit in
Yeah.
this, like stuff that couldn't happen,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, do we want to do that to like set the precedent that we'll just do like. And they did, and then they started doing random shit. Because some people will say that episode was like the turning
downfall.
point, yeah. And it's like, shut up.
What season? That's like season like 4.
It's like 6 or 5 or something, yeah. No, it's probably 4 actually. Yeah, it probably is 4-3.
Yeah, I think like 1 through 9 are like fucking great.
I would even push that up to 14. 1 through 9 is like you can watch those beginning to end all the way through the seasons. They're all good. Once you get to like 11 and 10 or 11, 12, and 13.
Once Homer ever used an iPhone, I was kind of like,
that's
going
not
on?
that. That's
Like,
not this time. This was
yeah.
like my childhood period.
Yeah,
Where, like,
totally.
there's some in those that are bangers. They're not all like in the old days where every episode in the season was a banger, but they still have like gems every once in a while. But like 1 through 9 is like consistently good, like every episode, and then after that it's like hit or miss. Like they're not awful. They're just like some of them are
It's
bad.
not the classics.
Mhm.
Once you have like all the writers kind of leave and like
Yeah, and once they killed Maude, Ned's wife, remember that? Like that was
Yeah.
pretty dark.
that was pretty early though, wasn't it? Didn't she die? Like
No, that was like season 11.
oh really?
Mm-hmm. Maybe 12.
Didn't they get rid of the super sick gas station guy too?
Yeah,
Mapu?
I don't even count
Mapu?
at that point. You're
Shane
right.
Yeah.
They did.
Mapu.
Yeah, they did.
I
change
love
Mapu.
I love how like in the early seasons like there'd just be some shit going on and they would like pan past like Quickie Mart and like Snake or like the bullies would be doing some shit like that's like the shit I like the most is like
Yes.
seeing like Nelson like giving like Millhouse a wedgie just like quickly like it's like
yeah, just an aside
yeah
thing.
it's like not it's just like in this universe this kid is always getting fucking a wedgie somewhere like
somewhere, somehow.
Millhouse
yeah,
is always
at any
Martin,
point in the day.
Martin
Yeah,
whatever is always getting a fucking swirly
I
like,
love Martin. Martin's a great character.
and like the little like
That's another great bit in one of the old ones where he's like, it's a show and tell thing, and I think he brought his dog. And he's like, you guys are never going to guess what's in my box. And then Nelson's like, is it a walking clock? And then someone's like, it's a walking clock. And then Nelson goes, or Martin goes, I wager he has some variety of walking clock in that box. He goes, it's not a walking clock. It's like so stupid. I wager he has some variety of walking clock in that box. What even is a fucking walking clock? I think those are the clocks that would go away from you, so you had to get up to turn them off.
it's a good invention.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, your alarm clock is on like a zip line out your window, and you're like,
Yes. Or a spring like launches across the room.
That's good.
What happened to spring power? Like putting springs on your shoes and jumping around.
Yeah,
What happened to that?
taking apart the washing machine, getting springs.
What happened to moon shoes?
Shit did have a grip on me. I thought did you ever have the Nike Shocks or whatever?
Yeah, I thought
No.
they were
Shit
so
on the
sick.
back.
What are those?
Dude, what? You don't remember those?
Do you ever have those Nikes where you squeeze the tongue and it shoots air in?
No, I wanted some.
Yeah.
I
the
only saw
pumps.
them in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Dude, I just
So
watched that the other day.
How good is that movie? Dave Chappelle.
It was okay, dude.
I remember it fondly as a child. I watched it a lot.
You like Young Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Would be way better, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, it is. It
What-
definitely is. I still
significantly.
like it, but yeah, it's.
And I only really like that. I really only like that main actor from the fucking best movie of all time, Princess Bride. I can't remember what fucking.
Which
movie.
guy? Wallace Shawn, the inconceivable guy, or who?
What?
Who are you talking
no,
about?
the blonde dude, the Robin Hood. I only like Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the actor's
That-
name.
That actor. Have you seen Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you think of that movie? Fucking, that's one of my best movies of all time.
That movie sucks. I'm joking.
Shut the
It's one of those
fuck
movies
up,
that
dude.
you can't say anything bad about.
Don't
or
say
somebody
anything
bites
bad
your head.
about
It's
the
like,
Princess.
it's like The Office. If you say anything bad about The Office,
People
somebody
do
else, a
dick
white
ride The
chick will
Office.
will show up with a machete and behead you.
Yeah,
It's bullshit.
yeah. Should we wrap this thing up? We're
Yeah,
at
let's call it.
2:20.
Let's call it, dude. That's a
Yeah, we're good. Is that thing still recording?
Let's make it a wrap. And I got a urine.
Y'all can go together.